All of them represent the state of California in the U.S. House of Representatives. And all three of them have spent their entire political careers fighting for people like you and me. They fight for fairness. They fight for equality. They fight for social justice. Y'all already know. Quite simply, they fight for the kind of country that we all want to live in. Our first speaker is a guy you might have seen lately on TV. Got a couple things to say. He is the ranking member of the House Intelligence Committee, so that means that he's been really busy since January trying to make sure that this administration doesn't get away with any crap and that we get to the bottom of the Russia hacking into our election and all the other bullshit that goes on with this administration. Representing District 28, give it back, give it up, the district you're standing in right now, please welcome your representative, Congressman Adam Schiff. Next, we'll hear from an inspiring young woman who is not only a civil rights legend, but she's been known to speak her mind from time to time. Back in D.C., she is the ranking member of the House Financial Services Committee, but around these parts, a lot of us like to call her Auntie Maxine. She's a little shy. Welcome, Representative Maxine Water. And lastly, but definitely not least, we are honored to welcome someone who has broke so many damn gender barriers that I'm pretty sure not even the folks in D.C. could build a wall that could hold this great champion back. Where she gets all this crazy energy to do everything she does for the Democratic caucus is just beyond me. She is a fighter for so many rights that I've just lost count. She is the first woman in the history of the U.S. ever to be elected to Speaker of the House. Come on! From California's District 12, please welcome the House Democratic leader, Nancy Pelosi. Give it up.
Hello, I'm Adam Schiff, and I am proud to stand with you. I am proud to be here with our wonderful leader, Nancy Pelosi, and Aunt Maxine. How wonderful to be here in West Hollywood, in Los Angeles, in the Golden State, the very heart and soul of the resistance. For years we have gathered in these streets to celebrate our pride, and this year we are still as proud as ever, but we are also mad as hell. The LGBTQ community has always been the tip of the spear of the resistance. This community has been at the forefront of so much positive change in our country, and I am very proud to stand by your side, to stand with you, and to resist. Today we march. We march for accountability. We march for our Constitution and for the rule of law, for love of this country, and for the simple quality that this president so manifestly lacks, and that is basic human decency. It is up to us to take a stand. When the Republicans in Congress try to take health care from millions of people, to cut Medicaid, to make it so that those with pre-existing conditions can't get insurance, we resist. When President Trump walks away from historic climate change, a decision that won't create a single job but relinquishes our leadership around the world. We resist. When President Trump divides our nation by demonizing Muslims or Latinos, or attacking a woman's right to choose or who someone chooses to love, we resist. Mr. President, we are here by the hundreds of thousands today to say we are not going away. We will not let you roll back progress without a fight. We are going to march. We're going to make our voices heard, and we are going to vote. We will resist. Who is the change? Who is the change?
I am the change.
Who is the change?
I am the change.
God bless you, California.
Maxine.
Wow, thank you so very much for that very warm and generous welcome. I am so pleased, I am so proud, I am so honored to be here today. You are me and I am you. And we are one. We are here today to send a message loud and clear, not only across this country, but across the world. We resist homophobia. We resist racism. We resist poverty. Anti-Semitism. And we resist hatred toward Muslims and all religions. Message because we know a lot of people are feeling what we are feeling. They want someone to speak out for them.
That's right.
They are so pleased that we are organizing and marching today. They're pleased because they don't know what to make of this man in Washington, D.C. who calls himself president of the United States. He's not my president. He's a bully. He disrespects us all. If he thinks he can mess with the LGBT community, he'd better look at what happened right here in West Hollywood. You deny, you disrespect, and you will find that there are people who have the courage to organize and to take back what our nation. Because he stands for the worst of everything. And guess what? I know that people may not quite be ready. I know that some are a little hesitant. I know that some are saying, I'm not so sure, Maxine. What you're saying is the right thing to say, but I'm saying impeach 45! Back from him. I know that you have the strength. I know that you have the courage. And I know that each of you understand you have the power. Stay woke.
And who is the change?
I am the change.
We are the change. Good afternoon, everyone. I was very happy to walk with all of you, march with all of you. I could not march in these heels, but I could have. I didn't know it was going to be so easy. What a morning. We have to remember that with our hearts and souls, we started this march at the program with the mayor and others. We talked about those who lost their lives, the 49 at Pulse. Our heart breaks for them. But every step that we took today in that march, and every step we take forward to end discrimination in our country, is a patriotic act. We end discrimination, we improve equality, we make America more American. Leader of the House Democratic Caucus, which is over 50% women, minorities, and LGBT community members. And some of them are right here joining Adam Schiff, your representative, Maxine, Auntie Maxine. I want to call to the stage and forefront Mark Takano. Annette Barragan, a freshman member of Congress. And Judy Chu, the chair of the Asian Pacific Caucus. So you were inspired by Adam and roused by Maxine, but I want to give you a task, a plan of action when we leave here.
What is it?
And that is, Mark Takano is part of our LGBT task force in the Congress, along with Jared Polis, Sean Patrick Maloney, David Cicilline, Mark Pecan, Kristen Sinema, and in the Senate, Tammy Baldwin. And they have taken the leadership, David Cicilline, the lead author, of putting together the Equality Act. If you don't know about the Equality Act, listen up for a moment. I see this, I'm wearing it, I see the flags. The Equality Act, under the leadership from the Black Caucus of John Lewis, our colleague, and Maxine Waters, the Congressional Black Caucus has agreed to support legislation that will open up the Civil Rights Act, which is a very serious matter.
Yes, it is.
And injecting into it all the anti-discrimination and all the protections for the LGBT community. So what we need you to do, we need you, maybe some of you here are not from California, I don't know, but you need to write home and call home and tell any friends that you have in Republican districts that we want the Civil Rights Act to be expanded to honor the Constitution of the United States and protect the LGBT community. Because we have overwhelming support in our caucus. We need some Republicans. And if they don't want to join us, maybe we'll just have to win the election in 2018. Tell you just this, what our colleagues and I hear sometimes in the Congress. So it's easy for you, the Republicans will say to us, it's easy for you. You represent California, where people are so tolerant. And I say to them, don't use the word tolerant for me, that is a condescending word. This is not about tolerance. This is about taking pride. This is about respect. This is why we walk today and what we need you to do for a lot of reasons that were spelled out by previous speakers. The health care bill that the Republicans have put forth is the most damaging bill for women in the history of our Congress and our country. They've gone to such lengths, and we've marched, we shout, we sing, we dance, but we all must vote. We all must vote. We all must vote. We all must vote. And we must encourage those people in the Republican districts to continue to press for rejecting the worst bill in the history of Congress against women, the Republican health care bill. And everything else that has been spelled out, I won't do it because of time. But you know the full agenda that we must defeat. So let me ask you this. Are you ready to go into those Republican districts and make your voices heard? But they must hear from their own constituents. My colleagues will agree. Nothing is more eloquent to a member of Congress than the voice of his or her own constituent. So tell a friend. Tell a friend. Now I want to know, are you ready to take back the Congress in 2018? Are you ready to hold President Trump and Paul Ryan accountable? You know what our motto is? We don't agonize, we organize. So, why do we resist?
Because this is not normal.
And who is the change?
I am the change.
Onward to victory. Let's take pride.